Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the Shark Tank episode, but I remember seeing about it. Who did most of the talking?
Oh, that was my wife.
Oh, leave it to the boss. He's just the muscle.
She's got the assets, that we were going there with, but no, she did a lot of the talking, and when it was time to interject some of the business stuff where we talked numbers and different things, that's where I kind of spoke up. But we did our pitch. The way they wanted us to do the pitch was to kind of split it. So she would say like a few sentences, I would say a few sentences, and it would kind of all flow together.
Yeah, the black guy tried to hit on her all the time while he was
did
there.
he?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and then on TV, when we were in that Shark Tank for like 45 minutes, so they only show about 8 minutes.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So on the aired show, I mean, it only looks like I said a few sentences, but I did speak a lot more.
Was that a nerve-wracking experience?
That was terribly nerve-wracking.
Oh, well, because in the UK we have a version called Dragon's Den, and I know people who've been on there, and they said it is literally one of the most terrifying things you'll ever do. Even when you go up in the elevator and the cameras are on you, and they zoom in on them because people like to see how terrified they are. It's honestly really I can feel sorry for these people, man.
It is, just a funny story on that. It'd be. So we shot that literally right after Mr. Olympia. We flew from Vegas to LA.
Oh wow!
And they were doing the recordings for that season.
Yeah.
The following week. So we flew out there, had to kind of audition in front of the producers and just to show the pitch.
Yeah.
And then you never meet the sharks, so it's not like you get a chance to meet them beforehand. So again, it's the first time that you're meeting the sharks. And it's the first time you really get a chance to walk on that set. The time you literally walk on the set.
Yeah.
And when you walk through it, there's probably 100 lights, 50 cameras, and you can kind of see like 100 people standing around, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I hope I don't mess this up, because it's all shot on the premise of if you screw up, there's no restarts. It's like you get one shot.
Exactly. So you would say that's more scary than walking on stage at the Olympia in a little thong?
I say if somebody was to walk on stage for the first time, never competing on Olympia stage, they probably would be.
That's comparable, isn't it?
A lot of shows you're kind of used to the stage thing, but as far as in the back of your mind. Shark Tank reaches 5 to 10 million when they first air that first episode.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking 10 million people are going to see me. Like you trying not to be nervous, but you're nervous.
Yeah.
How was the feedback right after the show? Was it a lot of good feedback?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Even like when we just finished, the Sharks were real positive with us because they, we kind of broke the ice. As soon as we walked out, I'm in a tank top. My wife's got, she's got her outfit on, and they were like, look at these two, immediately. We're not like talking shit, but they were like kind of shooting it with us, where they were instead of trying to be business, it kind of went to, hey, these guys are cool. Let's kind of learn about what they do.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool about that. But as after the Shark Tank, it was, I mean, even to this day, people recognize us from the show.
Fantastic.
At the mall, when they walk in the store, they're like, I saw you guys on, if we're in there working, people be like, I saw you on, the show. And so we're kind of a memorable episode, I guess you could say, just because there's not a lot of
body physical.